This is the SUMIF function. The first argument in the SUMIF function is the range. In this case, it is F12 to F21. And how you get there is you put in the cell address at the top. In this case, it will be F12, then a colon, and then F21, the last place. And it will sum that area if the criteria is met. And the criteria is in the second argument. And you can see the second argument is between quotes in this case. It has the greater than symbol and the equal symbol and then 100. So if it's greater than or equal to 100 in the range, it will sum those numbers. So we can see 200, 100, and 300. Those numbers are greater than or equal to 100, and so the total is 600. It only summed the numbers that were greater than or equal to 100. In this example, we'll talk about the third argument, which is optional, but it's what makes this function very powerful. Remember, the first argument is the range, the second argument is the criteria, and the third argument, the optional argument, is the sum range. So for example, let's take the letter M. We want to sum all of the numbers corresponding to M. So if there's an M here, we want to sum the corresponding number here. There's an M here, we want to sum the corresponding number here. And that number is 4. So this is the range to be evaluated, and this is the range to be summed if, in this case, there is an M here, we want to sum the 3, and an M here, we sum the 1. So the answer is 4. If we were to change it to an L, and I want to come up here and change it from an M to an L, and enter it, and it comes up with 50, because now the criteria that I'm using is the letter L and not the letter M. Notice it doesn't make any difference if it's a capital or a small letter. In this example, I'm going to evaluate this column because I want to find out how much money was made in sales, for example, with the vegetables. So this is the amount in sales, and we want to base it on this column. So I'll start right here. And we're going to use the insert function icon, so we'll click on that. I've got SUMIF at the top of the list, but if it were not there, I could type SUMIF right here and click go, and it would put it at the top, but it's already in there. We'll click OK. The first thing is going to want to know is the range, so I'm just going to drag the range right there. That is the range to be evaluated. Next, we want to choose the criteria, in this case veg, V-E-G, and we want to click on the sum range because we want to sum this range based on the criteria in the first range. So we have D2 to D8, and we'll click OK. So 7,500, let's just check that. Vegetable there, hold down the control key, veg there, and veg there. Right there. 7,500, which is these three numbers, which represents the veg right there. And we'll do one more example. Let's just take this last function, and we're going to change it right up here where it says veg, and we're going to change that to fruit. So I'm going to get rid of the veg and put in fruit. And so now the criteria that it will be evaluated for will be fruit. I'll click enter, and it's 3,800. So you've got these two numbers right here and this number down here. And that totals 3,800. Thank you.